help the environment, and basically one of the big initiatives this year for HRGreen. Lisa Hardy, give us the overview of HRGreen. Been around a while, doing some good work.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. Originally, we, in different capacities, date back more than 20 years ago when members such as Laurie were meeting informally, talking about ways to improve recycling and get the beautification message out across Hampton Roads. Then groups came together and formed HRClean as they were working, and there was a group that was talking about drinking water. And so then eventually everything came under the umbrella of the Hampton Roads Planning District Commission. We're made up of the 16 cities and counties across Hampton Roads. And so now we're just getting ready to launch HRGreen. That's what we've kind of evolved into, and that makes up, like I said, Recycling Beautification Committee, our Drinking Water Committee, committee talking about storm water, how to keep pollutants from going down the storm drain, getting into our local waterways, and also our Fog Committee, which is talking about keeping fats, oils, and grease out of our drains and preventing sanitary sewer overflow. So we're going to put all that information together under the HRGreen umbrella. We're getting ready to launch a new website. As you mentioned earlier, we've got the blog, hrgreenblog.com, as our landing page until the website launches, and we just want to provide a one-stop shop for environmental education information, all residents of Hampton Roads, and there's going to be a wealth of information there.
So people still pour their bacon grease right down the drain?
They do.
Seriously?
They do.
Wow. Until that day they realize that nothing else goes down the drain because of it.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. Yeah, so we've got a number of tips that we're putting on the site, but yeah, reminding people actually scrape the plate when you're done with your meal before you go to the drain. We're actually asking people to restrain from using their garbage disposals, because what it does is it just breaks up the food into smaller pieces. That passes a bit further down your pipes, but then it's going to actually grab onto other oils and grease, and it's going to form the blockage.
Oh, very good.
So we're really saying only water down the drain.
It's not just the human body that forms those blockages from that, huh?
Exactly.
That's pretty interesting.
All pipes are the same.
You know, I actually am pretty happy with myself right now. I actually practice some of these things. I use an old little plastic bag that's been used for something else, and I put it in a coffee cup and pour the bacon grease in there and put it in the fridge. And then it gets cold and congeals, and then it doesn't go down the drain.
Right, very good.
Oh, you like that, huh?
I love it. You
We're
can also
impressed.
recycle that in York County.
I can?
Yes, up to 5 gallons per person per day. We just got the new container.
I don't eat that much bacon. Come on.
Have
Lord,
you ever
please.
fried a turkey?
Oh my God, no, but I've seen them do it. You're
Right.
right. That's a serious amount of oil. Right. What do they do with that oil?
Right.
They bring it to you, or they should.
Hopefully,
anyway.
they should from now on.
Yeah, what do they do otherwise with after they fry that turkey? Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask. I don't want to know.
That's a really, really good point. So, you're talking about clean water. Tell me about that initiative specifically. I mean, that's always a big concern for people, and of course, we haven't even talked about, because you're focused on bags, but I imagine you could focus just as much on plastic bottles.
Right,
He
absolutely.
says, holding his drink.
Yes, as we all have one.
Yes.
Right, no, when we're talking about drinking water, we're encouraging everyone to switch to the tap, stay with the tap. We have wonderful, clean, healthy drinking water here in Hampton Roads, and it's such a value to be able to go to your tap. You know, the amount of times that you can fill up your water bottle versus actually going and buying a water bottle at the store is just incredible. It's a huge savings, and we're, you know, as we always remind ourselves, we're so lucky to be able to just go to the tap and get cold, refreshing water.
Well, and if you don't, if it has one of those local flavors about it, you put it through one of those Britas, you know, those pitchers, that makes it taste great. Takes anything you're worried about out, right, in terms of flavors. So.
Yes.
Well, there's nothing to worry about.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Good point. I'm just saying, you know, if you think, you know, if it helps you mentally, anything we can do to help them with that brain thought. So, because really, you look at some of the bottled water you buy. I mean, they're just pouring it out of a tap somewhere else and putting it in a bottle.
Right. Many times the distributors of water from the bottles, it has to go through less regulation than our tap water does.
It's pretty
so
incredible.
really the tap water is the safest choice.
Yeah, definitely. So, Laurie Halperin, in running the York County recycling for 14 years, tell me, what are some of the strangest things you've seen people try and bring in and recycle?
Oh, my goodness.
The list is so long, you're
list
thinking
is-
hard.
Well, actually, I don't know of strange things that people. We're really lucky that we have a drop-off center there in York County. We're lucky to have a staff person there to man it, to help citizens when they come in to bring their materials. And actually, I really can't think of anything through the years that people have brought that wasn't allowed to be in the program.
Really? Okay. Nobody brought in like a horse or something.
No,
Yeah,
no
let's,
horses.
I can tell you a funny one that we heard actually from our group that meets about stormwater. Someone tried to put a mattress down the stormwater drain.
Oh my God.
And I mean, that's just incredible.
That is
It absolutely
incredible.
does not belong there.
Did they try to cut it into pieces first? Or
I
they
mean,
just
I
stick
don't
the
even
whole-
know. I
Okay,
don't know
yeah,
how
don't
it was
ask,
done.
right?
It's just, it's
Oh my
incredible.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I've participated in Clean the Bay Day just about every year for the last 20 years, and I will tell you that anything you can imagine can be found illegally dumped or just discarded. I mean, one year I think we decided to see if we could furnish an entire house out of materials that we found during Clean the Bay Day, and we were able to. We even had a kitchen sink. So
Wow. Wow. Now we'll move on to cigarette butts, and we'll take care of those too, right?
Absolutely.
Because I look at that, and the one thing I figure, you notice how people who smoke cigarettes, and if you smoke them, sorry, but I'm going to pick on you anyway. You notice they always have their window cracked. If it's so darn good for you, leave your windows up, please. You know? Why is that? Why is it smoking? And then, and I think they should have to eat it after they're done, right?
We'll see to that.
Okay.
That'll be next year's
We put
campaign.
that on there on the HRGreen campaign. You'll make that part of it. Laurie Halperin, I wanted to ask you, so you play the piano with your ear?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you play by ear.
By ear.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. That's
Little
like,
known secret.
okay. Yeah, you do?
Yeah,
So
I do.
when did you learn that? As a kid?
As a kid, when I was 4 years old.
Because you refused to learn to read music, so you just did it, right? You just
No,
hear
I
something
had
you
an
can play?
aunt who was a little bit older than I was, and she was taking lessons, and she got up from her practice, and I sat down and played what she had just played.
No
So
way, is
they
that
said,
right?
Oh my goodness, she can play the piano.
Wow, should we get a keyboard in here? And do
No.
that? And Lisa Hardy, you spent time in South Korea.
Yeah, that's right.
What was
I got
that
to.
like?
It was very exciting. It was very challenging, but actually, that was while doing while teaching over in South Korea. I ended up traveling after, and that's when I met another environmental planner. Actually, it was someone who worked in Australia, and that's when I first got interested in environmental planning, and that's what eventually led me to do my graduate work in the area.
Did you eat bulgogi while you were there?
I did, and bibimbap, and kimchi, and yeah.
Hard to find that stuff around
Yeah, I
here.
think it made my hair curlier actually while I was there.
It's perfect. Anytime you're worried about it straightening, that's all you
That's
have to
right.
do. Will you guys stick around for one more break?
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right. It's askhrgreen.org. Very big event. Chance to get all of your bags out and recycled properly. Take a look at the details. It's 1:47 on the time.
Music is the
You guys are
time.
great.